Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing today? It's good to see you all. Man, we've got a busy live stream tonight. You know that? Let's see. I'm going to say hello to a few of you before we continue. But hey, today we are actually giving away a whole bunch of stuff today, believe it or not. Let me see. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 9 things. Man. So stand by. One of those things is today, ladies and gentlemen, someone here is going to walk away with 5 ounces of silver. All right. And I don't know if you've seen the price of silver lately, but that's a nice little $250 bill, if not more. So good luck to all of you. But the thing is, you have to be here and you have to send me an email right away. All right. In order for you to win it or in order for you to declare it. Let's see. So let's say hello to Rita. Hello all the way from Michigan. Scott, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Merry Christmas to every one of you. All right, we are in the Christmas season now. All right, whether you want to admit it or not, Christmas music is on the radio 24/7 now. MJ, how you doing? Spaghettios, I like that one. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, hello. I want to say hello to this one. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do this one. Your average ground dead player. Hello to you and welcome. The country humans, how you doing? Sunset is in the house. Melanie, Deborah, Mary, hello, how are you? Mary Max, Catherine, the redneck prepper is in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Teresa, Double Dingus is in the house. Hey, Double Dingus, did you get your package yet? If you haven't, it's on its way. It got shipped out. I don't know. I think around Thursday. I think it got shipped out. Gracious, how you doing? D Tumbleweed, good to see you. Aloha 71, Gracious 37, hello. Henry, Jeannie, Cornelius, hello. Let me see. Carol is in the house. TMC is in the house. Joel, Esther Grace, how are you? Brent Winfield is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And look, for a year, I'm going to tell you right now. You know, let's get it on. Let's see. Let's do this now. There's a few people in here. Look, and Brent didn't tell me to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. All right, because it's about time that people know. So about, I don't know, it's got to be a Brent. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what, for about the 5 or 6 years now, Brent, our local butcher, our community butcher, all right, from Nebraska. He's been one of our secret Santas. So during our Christmas giveaways for like the last 5 or 6 years, Brent's always sent me money so that I can buy stuff and give it to you guys, right? Never once did he ask to get any kind of credit for it. But today I'm going to do it because today he's giving away some serious stuff. And I wanted to acknowledge him and I want everyone to say thank you and Merry Christmas to Brent. All right. So, you know, I didn't plan this on how I'm going to do this today, and I never do, right? That's why my live streams are so popular, right? Almost nobody wants to come to the live stream because I either say hello for the first 45 minutes to everyone or I don't even know what I'm doing, right? So Brent lives in Nebraska and he has several businesses. And I'm going to go ahead and shout out all of the businesses that he has. But today, during today's live stream, and I was able to figure out how to do a random picker from the live stream, from the people in the live stream. So you have to be in the chats, right? For any prize that you want to enter, you're going to have to be in the chats. So I'm going to shout out Brent's businesses, and then I'm going to tell you all what Brent and his lovely wife is giving away to the community today. Okay, so let me see. I got it wrote down here, and like I said, he has no idea that I'm doing this. I'm just doing it because it's about time that we acknowledge him. So Brent and his wife are the proud owners of 3 really good businesses that do a lot for the community where they live, and one of them is called Winfield Foods Inc. Right, Winfield Foods Inc. And you can look these up on the internet. There's a Facebook page for the second one. I would have looked up the Facebook page, but I don't have Facebook. All right. I don't have Facebook. I stopped doing that a long time ago because there's just so much spam there. right? The second one you can look up on Facebook, and it's called Winfield Sweets and Eats, right? Winfield Sweets and Eats. And then the last one is called Winfield Land and Cattle. So what Brent and his lovely wife are contributing today to the community is, one of you, and this is going to be kind of a tough one, but there's got to be at least one of you that lives near where Brent's he owns a butcher shop as well. There's got to be at least one of you that lives near the butcher shop. And what he's doing is he's giving away actually two. He's giving away two of these prizes. Oh, just a second. What is this? Okay, just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to have to get off of here for a second, okay? Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Victor, for those of you that don't know, Victor's a truck driver, and he had a really long haul today. So I just wanted to make sure that was him. I like to have him check in with me every once in a while when he's doing a really long haul. But that's what it was. No emergency or anything like that. But let's see. What was I talking about here? I was talking about Brent. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring this up. So, like I was saying, Brent and his lovely wife are giving away a whole bunch of stuff today. And one of two things that they're giving away is two $300 gift certificates, all right? Or vouchers, if you want to call it. And it's to their butcher shop. It's to actually go to their butcher shop and go actually pick it up in person. And I know that this may be nearly impossible for most people, but there's got to be someone in our community, or at least one or two people that don't live that far away that can claim that prize. $300 in meat, ladies and gentlemen, that ain't no joke. And that's for two people. All right, so those are two of the prizes we're going to give away. And I'll go ahead and mention this again here in a little bit once we get ready to do that giveaway. And here he gave me instructions as to where it is. And it says, we are 3 miles north of Interstate 80, 20 miles west of York, and 20 miles east of Grand Island, and that's in Nebraska, right? So I'll go ahead and say that again. That way, if any of you out there find yourselves, let's say within a couple of hours from that location, you can enter to win. And if you win, all you have to do is send me your information. I'll forward it to him, and then he can contact you via email, and you guys can get together. And there's really no expiration to that prize. Even if it takes you a couple of months, because you're just going to be passing through there, you can wait a couple of months or however long you need to, and then you can set it up with them and go pick yourselves up some nice ribeyes. All right. So that's to Brent and his lovely wife. I want to say thank you very much, Brent. And like I said, for those of you that just joined in, and let me see here too. I also have check this out. Yeah, Brent, I went on. Brent's been contributing to our community for years now. He's just never wanted any credit for it. This year, I was like, you know what? He's going to get credit for it this year, and that's that. All right. So let me see. Am I getting another phone call? Oh, just a second. Hello. Your audio cut out as soon as you put the picture of us up. Oh, did it? Hey, what about now? Is my audio up now? I think it should be up now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Brent's with me right now saying, "Hey, man, your audio cut out." Hey, this is the AP channel, man. This is how it goes. All right. This is. I remember one day. I don't know if you remember this, but I was talking for like 15 minutes and my audio was up. But I'll go ahead and repeat that. I'm going to repeat everything anyways as soon as we get ready to give away. Hey, thank you very much, brother. All right, thank you. Bye. That's the way it goes. So anyways, so Brent's giving away two $300 coupons so that someone can come and pick up some good beef from his butcher shop. And when I get ready to do the giveaway from the people that are here in the live stream, I'll go ahead and let you all know around where it is. That way, if you're anywhere near that area within a couple hours away, you guys can enter. And if you win, you can coordinate with him on when you want to pick it up. All right. The other two gift certificates that he's giving is two $200 gift certificates to some grain mills and such, where you can actually order from them and you can have it shipped to your home. All right. So those anyone can enter that lives in the US. All right. So that's that. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else I can mess up. Let me go ahead and let's see who Dale Cobb is in the house. How you doing, Dale? Let me take this off. It's actually kind of warm in here today. I have my heat up to like 63 or something like that. And man, that's getting too warm for me. But on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, today is our tree lighting ceremony. All right. So we're going to go ahead and light our Christmas tree today. Brian Wright is in the house. Love Peacocks. How you doing? I'm probably really far behind now. Let me bring it down a little bit. Hey, Pinch Runner's in the house. How you doing, Pinch Runner? Let me see. And it is my birthday this week. Happy birthday, Pinch Runner. We haven't said happy birthday to someone here for a while now. Guess what, Pinch Runner? December is my daughter's birth month as well. So happy birthday to you. You know it's got to be a good day. It's got to be a good day. Happy birthday. Idgy Treadwood, Crazy Backyard Chicken Man is in the house. It's time to watch Bad Santa, huh? Okay, hello. Hello from Utah. How you doing? Hello from Utah. Tazzy Junkie. Welcome. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas, Michelle. Disney up, boiler up. Well, we're going to try to make it quick, all right? I've only been saying hello and jabbering for the last 16 minutes, but we'll try to make it quick, all right? Hopefully you win something. Did you guys hear Lulu in the background? Where's Lulu at? Oh, she's over there on the couch. Every time I get up from the couch, she'll sit on my seat and take it over. Sparky's in the house. How you doing, Sparky? Oh, hey, Dees. Well, welcome to our live stream. Good luck to you. I hope. I wish everyone could win, but obviously, you know that can't work. Tristan is in the house. How you doing, Tristan, brother? Merry Christmas to you, man. 312 Chick is in the house. Let's see. Dirty like the government. Oh man, I love that name. How you doing? Welcome. Nevada is in the house. Louisiana is in the house as well. Let's see. Missy is in the house. Missy's been a member for 42 months. Let's see. Good to see you as well. Merry Christmas. Valerie is here. Double D or doubled. Christine is here. Boone is in the house. Nancy, how are you? Lawton Graham. All right, let's see. Okay, I see we've got a few more people coming in. I'll go ahead and do a quick recap of everything. Thank you very much, Tristan. Thank you. Yeah, everyone's saying thank you to Brent. That's how far behind I am. I'm just now to the part where everyone's thanking Brent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't say that it's my generosity at all, at least not this year. You know, I've always told you that whenever I take on a sponsor or an affiliate or something like that, which I don't have very many of, I think I have like maybe 4 or 5, you know, like sponsors / affiliates. I try to take them on ones on that I really feel are good people behind the scenes, you know, and usually, you know, it works out. So far, it's always worked out where I've had really good sponsors that have been good people behind the scenes, and they're always willing to contribute. And one of our sponsors, what is it? Alpha Omega Gold. They're the ones that sent me the silver. You know, he was like, hey, let me send you some silver so that you can give away. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to say no to that. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm so happy to do it. And by the way, don't forget that tomorrow is Silver Monday. Tomorrow, I'll be announcing the winner of 4 ounces of silver from last Monday's entry video. So if you haven't watched last Monday's video, whatever date that was, let me see, the 1st of December. If you haven't watched the Word on the Street video or the video from December 1st that I put up, go watch it because that's an entry video for 4 ounces of silver. And I picked the winner on tomorrow's Word on the Street video. Where that video will be the entry video for another 5 ounces of silver. So this bad boy right here is going to be pretty much empty by the time that tomorrow's over. So make sure you enter for those because it's not complicated to enter, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. And if you win, hey, that's awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want to win 5 ounces of silver nowadays, you know, with the price of silver the way it is? And I always tell people, hey, if you win and you're in a position in life where you need to cash that in because you need the cash, there's no shame in that because that's what it's for. It's supposed to be there for you for when you need it. So if anyone wins silver tonight and you need to cash that in, cash it in. If it's going to help you out, if it's going to help you out even a little bit, cash it in because that's what it's for. And you know what I'm going to do here? Can you pin his business? So what I'll do is I'll put down the name of all of Brent and his wife's businesses. I'll put them on the description of this live stream. So once this live stream is over, if you guys come back half an hour later or so, after this live stream is over, it'll be on the description of this live stream, okay? And if you do come back to check it out, leave a quick comment because that will help the algorithm spread it out. Because the YouTube algorithm definitely does not like AP. Awesome. Okay. It's cold up in Pennsylvania. Well, you guys are going to be colder than us. You know, we're getting a little bit of a cold snap. I think that next Thursday coming up, it's supposed to be like -35. Now, I've got a video coming up. And even though I said I wasn't going to do full review videos going forward, because, ladies and gentlemen, doing review videos, believe it or not, when I do a full review video, that's like for someone that sends me something. Now, if it's me doing a video because I bought something and I'm doing a full review video on it, that's completely different. But usually, whenever a company sends you something to do a review on, it's a very stressful process, and it can sometimes be extremely annoying because some companies, once I do the video and I edit it and everything, they're like, "Oh, can you change this? Can you change 3 seconds on this?" And I'm like, "No, once I do the video, it's done. I'm not changing anything. It is what it is," because it takes me forever to upload a video and to edit it and all that kind of stuff. I'm a one-man show, you know, and sometimes it's very annoying working with companies. So I pretty much have told almost every company that has approached me, even some of my longtime companies that I've been with for a long time. I'm like, no, I'm not doing full review videos anymore. And you know, but this company sent me something that I'm like, man, this thing is pretty awesome. You know, I've seen them around, but I've never tested it, but it's really awesome. So I'm like, I'll go ahead and do the video. But they gave me free reign. They're like, you can do whatever you want. You can take as long as you want before the video comes out. There's no pressure, no rush, no bias, no nothing. So I'm like, okay, as long as I can do whatever I want, take as long as I want, I'm fine with that. But you know, sometimes you'll have a company that says, "Hey, can you have it done by this date? Can you go ahead and change this and change that?" I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that." You know, I don't need the stress. You know, so. But anyways, I did do a video that has to do with the cold, and on that day I was outside a good amount of time, and it was like -19 or -20, something like that out. But it's supposed to get to like the -30s here next week. I didn't think winter was ever going to come because really here December is the first month of this winter season for Alaska. And I understand winter technically has not started on the calendar. It starts on the 21st of December, right? But I consider it to be winter when the heat has to be on. So if the heat has to be on because it's below freezing temperatures outside all the time, to me, that's winter. And when there's a foot of snow outside already, to me, that's winter, no matter what the calendar says. But yeah, it's supposed to get pretty cold. This year, it didn't really start getting cold, really cold, like, you know, like below zero until December, which is pretty odd because usually by October or even sometimes late September, it gets pretty cold here. I remember the first year that I was here in 2014, we went trick-or-treating that October, and if I remember right, it was like -30 outside on Halloween day on that October. But yeah, it's getting pretty chilly out here now. Right now, I think it's only like -10 or -11. It's not really that bad. Okay, well, I hope I'm coming in loud and clear. I hope that I'm not speaking to anyone, that I'm coming in now, because I forgot to ask you all to give me a one, but I'm assuming that we're coming in good. You know what would have been really funny is that if I would have still had that picture of Brent and his wife up, and I was still talking, thinking that you all could hear me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm really far behind. I'm just gonna bring it on down, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bring it on down. I'll do a quick recap, and then hey, thank you, Scott. Thank you very much for that, brother. Man, you really don't have to do that, but thank you so much. You guys are just yeah. I'm only now getting to the part where it says no sound. So that's how far behind I am. That must be that almost every time that I have a live stream, I'll look at my analytics if I do, and I'll be like, oh wow, I lost 27 subscribers. Oh man. Here we go. All right. So if I missed some of you all, then I apologize. I would love to sit here and say hello to every single one of you, but I am saying hello to every single one of you. And Merry Christmas for those of you that just joined in. Okay, someone asked me what the temperature was. I think I said that. I think it's like -11 right now, something like that. Japan is in the house. Look at that, man. Welcome, welcome. What is it? Mushi mushi or something like that? Hello. I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan for like 6 or 7 months, long time ago, back in in 1990, late 1990. And actually, while we were stationed there in late 1990, in a little camp called Camp Shields, and while we were stationed there in the Philippines, Mount Pinatubo, and for those of you that don't know Mount Pinatubo, it's a volcano. It erupted, and it was the biggest eruption that we've had of a volcano since. And that was back in 1990. And my unit, we were flown out to the Philippines for like 3 months or so in order to help with the demolition and the cleanup of the ash and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and then I was stationed there again another couple years later, I think, or a year and a half later. I was stationed there again, and then not that long ago, I think it was around 2010 or so, while I was still in the Army, I was with a First Special Forces group out of Fort Lewis, Washington, JBLM now, and I ended up going to what's the name of that camp down there? I forgot the name of that base. It's right by the beach. I forget the name of it. Torrey Station, I think it's the name of it. But I ended up going there for like a month. And I remember going to a restaurant there that was right next to my motel, and on a Saturday. And obviously, I don't speak Japanese, right? But I didn't want to eat any food that the motel had because I was kind of sick of it, right? And I didn't want to go onto the base on the weekend and eat in the dining facility because I was kind of sick of it too. And I didn't really know anyone there. So, anyways, I walked to a restaurant that was like a block away. And obviously everything was in Japanese. And I ended up picking stuff by just pointing at a picture. And one of the things that I picked was a big block of tofu that was deep fried. And they bring me this big block of tofu. I'm like, what in the world is this? So I ate it, and it was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. But yeah, I think that's the first time I ever had deep fried tofu, especially in that amount. Northeast Georgia is in the house. How you doing? Silver is that Evita? Evita, how you doing? JR, where you at, brother? Silver is the way to go. This is the way to go. I'm not sure how that video did. It probably got like 3,000 views or something like that. But it seems that a lot of times when I put out a video that I think is super important, it doesn't really get looked at as much. But I just put out a video yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was yesterday on silver and how important it is for people to really consider putting just a little bit. I would never advise you, because I'm not a financial advisor, ladies and gentlemen, and I have to say that because I'm on the internet. But I would never advise you on what to do financially. But if you watch that video and you listen to what I'm saying, the facts that I'm saying, because really a lot of the things I said on there was from memory, but they're all facts. And everything right now points at silver being one of those things that's really going to allow you to go into the next paradigm that we're shifting into and be okay when it comes to having money. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter how you want to look at it, all right? We need money. A society needs money. They need a way, or we need a way to be able to exchange value for value. All right, let me give you a quick example. If I want to go to Brent Winfield's, butcher shop, right, and get myself 10 pounds of ribeye, right, what am I going to trade to him for 10 pounds of ribeye? Let's say that I'm a carpenter and I build structures for a living. What am I going to do? Say, hey, Brent, can I build you 1/10 of an outhouse for 10 pounds of ribeye? No, but what I can do is I can build an outhouse or a shed or a house to someone that needs a house. I can collect my payment in real money, right? Fractionalize it, meaning cut it up in whatever size amounts I need it in. And then I can go ahead and take maybe a half an ounce of silver or an ounce of silver, whatever Brett is charging for that meat, and pay him with this. This is only a representation of your labor. That's all that real money is. Real money is an unadulterated representation of your labor. And by what I mean by unadulterated means that it's worth today what it was worth 10 days ago. It's worth a year from now what it's worth today. Its value is never changing because it doesn't change within itself. Unlike fiat currency, which is a great way that the banks came up with in order to steal your wealth, right? So on that video, I cover that, and I cover how important it is, and I give you some really great examples, I think, of how the dollar has really devalued over the last 100 and something years. And you know what? Let me share one of these examples with you. Back in 1913, an ounce of gold was roughly $20, right? It was $20.67 for like 0.9867 ounces of gold, roughly, right? So you can easily say an ounce of gold was about $20 in 1913. What does that mean? When you put that into perspective to try to explain to someone how much the dollar has devalued since then. 1 ounce of gold back in 1913 costs 2,000 pennies. Because if you take $20 and you divide it by pennies, it's 2,000, right? So we went from having to pay 2,000 pennies for 1 ounce of gold to having to pay today $4,200. Does that put it into perspective how much the dollar has been devalued? Where we went from paying 2,000 pennies for 1 ounce to today paying 4,200, not pennies, dollars. So that's how much has been devalued. However, if you still have that gold from 1913 and opted to keep the gold instead of keeping the fiat currency, today that ounce of gold will buy you the same, if not more, than what it used to buy you back then. And the same thing with silver. Silver has been suppressed so heavily, so much more so than gold, because it's so important. Silver is so important to the world. It's so important to governments that want to stay in power, that it's been suppressed so heavily, because as soon as the people, we the people, not only of the US, but of the world, as soon as the people wake up to the fact that this will not allow governments to steal from you your labor, your wealth, it's over for fiat currencies. And I believe that we are going to head into a time, into a new paradigm, into a new turning, where people are going to finally realize this. And governments are going to have to change back to either a bimetallic backed currency or a bimetallic and commodities-based backed currency, but they're going to have to back up their currency, whatever new currency they're coming up with something that's real. And the thing about this and the thing about gold is that this never changes. You cannot destroy it, right? Unless you have some kind of a plasma gun or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know that machine that goes around in circles, CERN? I do believe that you can destroy silver or gold if you put it in there. But who's got that, right, ladies and gentlemen? So anyways, once the people wake up to that, and they will, unfortunately, I believe that first we're going to go into something worse before we actually wake up as humanity and go into something better. But those people that have some of this, they're going to be a lot better off in the beginning of the new paradigm than they will be without it. Now, you make sure that you continue to prep, have the things that you need to sustain your standard of living. And then after you have everything that you feel that you need and enough of it, then try to see if you can put away a little bit of this. Because you see this right here. This right here is twice as much silver. This is 1 ounce of silver. And it represents twice as much silver as what everyone in the world could have if we divided all of the silver in the world equally. If we took all the silver that exists right now in this world and we divided it amongst everyone on earth, we could only have about 1/2 ounce each. And the thing is that they're not growing it anymore. All right. And what's left to mine is all that there's left to mine. And it's becoming even more difficult to mine. And we're going to continue to be at a deficit for years to come. So that's why I think it's very pertinent that you add getting a little bit of precious metals. It doesn't have to be a monster box, just a little bit at a time to your preps. I think it's very important that we do that. And the thing is that, I think, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to put it on you, but I think personally that we have a responsibility to help others that maybe didn't have the foresight to help themselves, maybe because they were ignorant due to their own, themselves being ignorant, or because that's just how they were taught in life. So, being charitable and giving to others is very important all the time. But I think it's even more important when they really, really need it. And, once we're done with this digital ID and this digital currency that they're going to put the world into, once we're done with that stuff, because we will be done with it, it's not going to last forever. People will have had enough of that not long after it's implemented. Once we're done with that, we're gonna move into a paradigm where it's going to be spring again. It's going to be good again for a generation or two. All right, before we start messing things up again, because that's just the way that the cycle works, right? So, all right. So, oh man, look at that, 37 minutes. I'm getting all number ones here, and this is really, really far behind. Where are we at? Okay, bringing it down, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and do these giveaways, okay? Because I'll just keep talking. We'll do the giveaways, and then those of you that want to stay after I do the giveaways, we can stay and we can chit chat. You can ask me questions, or we can just chit chat back and forth. All right. And we can do that. All right. Because I do know that today is Sunday, and some of you may have to get going to bed so that you can go to work tomorrow. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So anyone that asked me a question or put a comment down in all bold and I miss it, I apologize, but I'm going to be around after we do these giveaways, because look at that. We're already almost 40 minutes into it. Goodness. Time just goes by, doesn't it? So good luck to everyone. And I do have I figured out how to be able to pick a winner from the comments. Right. So we'll be able to do our stuff that way today, instead of me just stopping like I have been doing in the past year. All right. So good luck to everyone, first and foremost. So the first thing that we're going to give away, for those of you that maybe weren't here. Okay. Really easy. So one of our community members, Brent, and his lovely spouse, his lovely wife, they're giving away 2 $300 bundles, I guess you can say, or coupons, so that you can come to their butcher shop and get $300 worth of meat, right? Or whatever it is that they sell there, sausage, meat, etc. Right? The only problem is that he lives in Nebraska. However, I'm sure there's got to be at least 1 or 2 people here that are not far from I-80, right? So their butcher shop is 3 miles north of I-80, of Interstate 80, 20 miles west of York, and 20 miles east of Grand Island in Nebraska. So if you're not far from there, even if you're a couple of hours from there, hey, it's $300 worth of meat, right? Even if you're within a couple of hours from there and you feel that you will be able to make that trip to go get that and then go back home, then go ahead and enter for the next 2 giveaways. And it's going to be really easy for you all to enter, because what we're going to do is we're going to go on the chats. I want you to put the number, let's see, 9. The number 9. So if you're close to I-80, all right, and the places that I just mentioned, I-8, 3 miles north of I-80, 20 miles west of York, 20 miles east of Grand Island. If you're near there and you feel that you would be able to make the trip, go ahead and put down the number 9, okay? And then what will happen is the 2 people that win, you'll go ahead and send me your information, your name, your phone number, just your name and your phone number. All right. And what I'll do is I'll forward your email to Brent, and then he can contact you, and then you guys can make arrangements on when you can come and pick it up. Now, there's really no time limitation on how long before you have to come and pick it up. Obviously, try to do it within the next month or 2 or 3. Yeah, Brent told me within the next year or so, right? So even if it's within the next year, he's still going to honor that $300 coupon that he's giving away. So even if you're passing by there and you know you're going to be passing by there in the next several months or in the next month or so, go ahead and enter with the number 9. All right, and let's see if this will work out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up our whatchamacallit here, match text number 9. Let me see if it even brought anyone up. Oh, look at that. We've got entries with the number 9. That's awesome. Outstanding. Let me go ahead and see if I can pick that up. Okay, boom. I'm going to see if I can bring that up. Okay, let's see. Present. Where is it? This one right here. Wow, we've got 48 entries with an A. Brent, it's going to work out, brother. We've got 49 entries so far with the number 9. There it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw. We're at 50 entries. There's a lot more people that live near your butcher shop, Brent, than what I thought. So we're going to pick 2. All right, let's go with this is the first one. Good luck. $300 worth of meat. That is awesome. I kind of wish I lived near there. I'd be entering myself. And the winner is, Country Dreamin' 23. Congratulations, Country Dreamin' 23. You just won $300 worth of meat stuff. That is awesome. Let me go ahead and take a print screen of this to make sure that we know that you're our winner. That is awesome. Congratulations to you. Merry Christmas. Okay. So that's our first one. Let's go ahead and do another one. We're going to draw one more time. We're just going to do it. We're going to do it live right now. This is for the second one, second $300 voucher for $300 worth of meat stuff from the butcher shop, from our local community butcher. And that's Nancy Barnett, 2832. Congratulations to you as well. Awesome. Thank you very much, Brent. Really do appreciate you. We're going to do another 2 giveaways here that Brent and his lovely wife have granted us. And this one is going to be for anyone. Okay. This one here is going to be for anyone because these 2 places will ship to anywhere in the United States. All right. So the next 2 prizes are going to be from 2 different grain companies. And we'll do the same thing. By the way, the email that you see on the bottom of this video, all right, the one that you see scrolling, that's the email where you have to send me your information. If I don't have your information, ladies and gentlemen, because you're here right now, I can only pick you if you're here. If I don't have an email with your information by tomorrow morning, it'll just be forfeited. All right. That's a little tough love for you. All right. Because it takes a lot of time to coordinate these things. And I want to make sure that I get this information to Brent as soon as possible. And I want you to get your stuff as soon as possible too. All right. So the next 2 is going to be 2 different vouchers, 2 different gift cards for $200. All right. And as I stated earlier in the live stream, I'm going to go ahead and put the name of Brent's businesses, Brent and his wife's businesses, on the description of this video. That way, if you want to go check them out on Facebook or online, you can check them out. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch it up to number 7. All right, so go ahead and put number 7 if you want to be entered to win one of 2 $200 coupons or gift cards that Brent's going to be sending out. Okay, so where are we at here? I'm going to have to watch this entire live stream over again because I don't want to take the time to stop and catalog everything. But what we have to do here is we're going to have to go back. Let me see how this works. Okay, great. Yeah, this little picker tool. I'm so glad that I remembered how to get it. I was just messing with the computer trying to look for it, but it's really neat because it picks it right from the chats. So we're gonna go ahead and what was the number that I said we should pick? I already forgot what the number was. Was it number 7? Yeah, number 7, right? Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. So we're gonna go to our picker tool. We're gonna put in the number 7. Let's collect some of these guys. Let's see. All right, the number 7, and there's 61 of you. All right, 61. Well, good luck to everyone that entered. Right, and remember on this one, what I'll do with these that are going over to Brent is you email me your name and your phone number. That's it. You don't have to email me your address, and then I'm going to go ahead and forward your email to Brent. That way he can contact you and you guys can talk about how he can get you your gift cards or how you can come and pick up your meat products if you're one of the 2 winners that won the $300 bundles. All right. So because it's pretty much going through him, it's a lot simpler and it takes a lot less time to do that. So let's see who's our first winner of the $200 gift card. All right, almost there. Rose Hammer Smith, 5473. Congratulations, Rose Hammer Smith, 5473. You're our first winner of the $200 gift card. Outstanding. And then let's go ahead and draw one more time. And our second winner is our second and last winner from Brent and his wife's generosity. Look at that. Disney up, boiler up. Congratulations to you. That is awesome. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to every one of you. And thank you very much for being here, by the way. Okay, there we go. And we got that out of the way. And we will be back to that. Let me, I have to stop here and say hello. So the next 5 things that I'm going to give away, I'm going to give 5 more things away, and then we're going to give away the silver. So 6 things altogether. So I'm going to be giving away, actually, OUPES. OUPES is going to be giving this away, right? OUPES solar generators. And by the way, if you're still in the market for an OUPES solar generator, go grab one if you're in the market for it, because they still have their Black Friday deals up. All right. I was actually looking over there today. I'm like, man, they still have their prices up for their Black Friday deals. And I think a Mega 1 is like $299. And I mean, that's just a great price. But you know which one I really, really like? I like their Exodus 2400. That's just a really, really good solar generator for like, I think it's $599. But it's a little more than twice as big as the Mega 1. But the Mega 1 for an entry solar generator, that thing will run your refrigerator for probably about 12 hours. Depending on whether you have one of those refrigerators that's really efficient. Like the one that I have runs on like 60 watts whenever it's running. So it doesn't run on a lot. So that Mega 1 will probably run my fridge for at least a good 12 hours or so. So for an entry level, the Mega 1 is really a great choice. But anyways, they didn't ask me to say this. I'm just saying it because I was looking at it today. And I'm like, man, they still have their Black Friday deals going on, which is great. All right, so we're going to go ahead and leave it with the number 7, right? For the number 7, we're going to be giving away 5 of the emergency boxes from OUPES. Now, for those of you that didn't watch the video where I showed you everything that came in the emergency box, it's about $150 worth of stuff. And to tell you the truth, everything in there is very handy to have. It even comes with a little backpack that you can put everything in. Take that, put it in your car. It comes with a water filter. I was mostly excited about the 550 cord that it comes with, because it comes with a nice big roll of 550 cord. And, 550 cord is good to have anywhere. It comes with a multi-tool. It comes with a camping stove, one of the little camping stoves that has the bowl and the cup and the little stove inside of it and all that kind of stuff, the silverware. It comes with a whole bunch of stuff, about $150 worth of stuff. If you want to see exactly what's in it, you can go on their site and they have the emergency box there. But I'll be giving 5 of those away. Now, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. All right, pay attention. These, I need your name and your address, wherever you want to ship. It has to be within the United States, all right? And once you send me your name and your address, I will forward that over to OUPES, to my rep there, and she'll go ahead and directly ship it to you from OUPES, all right? And what she does is when she ships it, she gives me a routing number or a tracking number, not a routing number. I wish it was a routing number, be sending a check, a tracking number, and then I'll send you the tracking number. I actually forgot to send the tracking number to the last winners that won the last batch that I gave away, but it's on the way. So I will need your name and your address where you want to ship. And make sure you enter for this one because it's a really nice box. I really like it a lot. So we're going to leave it at number 7. We're going to give 5 of these away. All right, 5. So let's go ahead and let me see if I can find it. Where are you at, StreamYard? Here we go. So let me go ahead and put it up. Let's add it to the stage. All right, almost there. Okay, so we got to do 5 of these. I got to make sure I don't lose count. And the number 7 is still the number. All right, the number 7 is still the number. All right, we got 271 of you enter there. Good. Keep bringing it up. There's 5 turns for the same prize. So the first one is going to be Mary A. 1081. Congratulations, Mary A. 1081. Let's go ahead. I'm taking a print screen of this to make sure that I don't forget. Well, I'll have to watch the rerun anyways. So that's the first one. Congratulations, Mary. Our second one. And we still have to do our Christmas lighting ceremony. Oh, it would have been awesome if you would have won, Brent. Ray Kaiser, 2749. Remember, email me to the email address that you see scrolling down this video right now, your name and your address, all right? I need to have this information by tomorrow so that I can get it out to my rep so that you all can get your prizes before Christmas, all right? This is our third one. Congratulations and good luck to our next winner. Oh, Colorado Pack Rat Prepper almost made it there. Baby Root. Congratulations, Baby Root. Awesome. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, in all honesty, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful because I honestly didn't know that didn't think we were going to be able to do this year. So I'm extremely grateful and I'm very thankful that you're here to, participate in this. So thank you. Let's see. This is our fourth one. Let's see who it's going to be. Who is it? Jesse Ortiz, 3191. Jesse Ortiz, congratulations. That's our fourth one. We've got one more. Okay, last one for the emergency boxes, and then we've only got one more to give away, and that's going to be the 5 ounces of silver. Now, I could have split it up and done 1 ounce of silver 5 times, but ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make one person's day today with 5 ounces, and I'm really hoping that whoever it is that wins that one, that really needs it. So, but anyways, this is our last one for the emergency boxes. Blessed Now. Congratulations, Blessed Now. You are the last winner of our emergency boxes. That's awesome. Congratulations to you. So there you go. There you go. And you know what we're going to do is for the silver, we're going to go ahead and choose the number 3. Why? Because that's my lucky number. All right, so for the silver, we're going to go ahead and choose the number 3, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to enter for the silver, go ahead. Man, I hope that you guys were hearing me the whole time that I was talking. If you want to, well, let me see. If I see the number 3 down here, it means, yeah, you heard me. All right. So we're going to choose the number 3 for the silver. And let's give that just a little bit of time because that's the only thing that we've got left to give. And let me take a quick note here so that I don't forget. So the first two giveaways, the first two, 300. Okay, and then the next two was two 200s. And then the next 5 was the boxes, e-boxes. Trying to make it easier for myself. And then the last one, 5 ounces of silver. Oh, this is the big one, 5 ounces of silver, man. That is a good chunk of silver right there. You know, good luck to everyone, but in all honesty, I'm not going to lie to you. I really hope that someone that really needs this or doesn't have any silver at all gets it. That would be so awesome. But whoever wins it, you're going to win it fair and square, as long as you put in the number 3. And remember, you only have to put it in one time. It doesn't matter if you put it in 1,000 times. Let's see here. Let me say hello to a couple other, yo. You know what? Let's do our tree lighting ceremony before we give away the silver. Yes. Let me see. Monica, how are you doing, Monica? Let's see. Oh, look at this. Jonaida, how are you? Good to see you all. Hey, Evita, is JR in the house? JR, are you in the house, Fabio? I know I owe you a phone call, Evita. I owe you and JR a phone call. I am the worst with phone calls. I really am. Even to my own family, I'm terrible with phone calls. Let's see. So today I spent the day with Michael today, and I don't have that hat here, do I? No. You know that hat that I wear, that big hat? It's just a really goofy looking hat. Right? It's like almost looks like a helmet, but it's so warm. It's like a really nice hat. You know, winter hat. It's so warm. It just looks ridiculous. So when he comes over now, he'll ask me for the hat and he'll put it on, and it fits on his head like a big pot. It's so big on him. So I'm thinking that for Christmas, I'm going to get him one of those hats, and hopefully he'll keep it for a long time, long enough to where he'll grow into it, and we can both hang out wearing that ugly hat. But yeah, he was here a really good part of the day because his mom had to work today, and my son had to do a long haul today in the truck. Hey, Forrest, how are you doing? Good to see you, Forrest. Oh, yes, we have a lot of entries for the silver. That's awesome. Let me bring it all the way down. Okay, great. Look at that. Making pretty good time. We're just shy of an hour. We're going to do our Christmas lighting ceremony. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, let's do something that we've never, ever done. And I'll only wait like 1 minute. I will wait like 1 minute. If any one of you wants to, all right, put it in all caps. Hey, is that Crypto King? It's your boy. Hey, Crypto King. Hey, bro. I didn't even recognize that was you, man. Before you had Crypto King on there. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. That is so awesome, man. Merry Christmas. If any of you want to put like a 2 or 3 sentence, you know, no, I'm gonna say this because so many, the world is so funny nowadays. The world is so weird, right? But if any one of you want to say a prayer, 2 or 3 sentences, I'll be very happy to recite it on screen before we do our Christmas lighting ceremony. But it can be very, very long, all right, because of YouTube. And I'll put it all in caps, and I'll wait like 30 seconds, all right? And if you want to do that, I think it'll be pretty awesome, all right? Because we really do. I have a lot to be thankful for, and I think we all do as well. And we should all be thankful and, just be grateful for what we have and grateful to God always. There you go. I think that is perfect. And that's pretty much what I say at the ending of all of my videos. And that's what we'll go with. Okay. Thank you all. All right. Hey, listen, I'm going to turn off these lights and we're going to go ahead and do our Christmas lighting ceremony, which isn't that big of a deal, but I just think it's really cool because it's so corny. And that's how we do it here. All right. So here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody had a baby. Someone says thankful for our baby boy. Well, congratulations. Yes. Jonaida, congratulations. That is so awesome. Congratulations. That is great. Good for you. All right, the lights are coming off, so don't get scared. Oh, nope, that's not the one. Bam. All right, can you see my face? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much for joining me today, and I want to say God bless every one of you, and God bless America. And even though I'm not signing off, I want to tell you right now that I love every one of you, all right? And 3, 2, 1. There it is right there. There it is. Isn't that awesome? Oh, man, there it is. Oh, the light's going to come back on, so it's going to flood the entire screen, okay? Let me go ahead and just get off the screen. That way it doesn't flood your eyes. Give me a second. All right, I'm back, and our Christmas tree is lit. Yeah, whenever I turn these lights on, it floods the screen, and it just messes everything up. So I didn't want to mess up your eyes. All right. Passionate Herbs is in the house, and you've got a tiny home. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So good to see some of you that I haven't seen in a little bit. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give away the silver now, all right? 5 ounces of silver. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody that has won today, please take it serious. Send me your information right now, or as soon as the live stream is over, send me your information that I asked for to the email that you see down below. If I don't get your information by the time I wake up tomorrow, okay? This is not a threat, it's just that it has to be this way. If I don't get your information in my email by the time that I wake up tomorrow, it's going to be forfeited, no matter what it was, whether it was one of the boxes or the meat or the silver, it'll be forfeited. And let me remind every one of you, just in case you didn't know, because we have a few people here, more than when we first started. If you did not watch last Monday's video, December 1st video that I put out, that's Silver Monday. That was on Monday. Every Monday I give away silver on those videos. So the entry video for 4 ounces of silver, if you haven't watched it, go to last Monday's video and just watch it. It's not that long. And then follow the instructions so you can enter to win 4 ounces of silver that I'm going to be giving away tomorrow on Monday's video. All right, tomorrow's video. And then during tomorrow's video, that video itself will be the entry video for 5 ounces of silver that I'll be giving away the following Monday. I'm doing this for the entire month of December. So every Monday from now until the end of this calendar year, I'll be giving away silver. Sometimes it might be 2 ounces or 3 ounces or 5, or who knows, maybe even 10. Just don't know. Whatever it is that day is what it is. So make sure you enter because it's free to enter. And all I have to do is just mail it to you. All right. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. Let's go ahead and see who the winner is going to be. It's going to be the number 3 is what we went with. So let's go ahead and put it up first of all. Well, let me go ahead and pick number 3 here. The number 3. All right. Okay, and it's counting right now. Let me go ahead and put it up here. So right now it's counting for the number 3. Let's give it about a minute or so to make sure that it gets everyone. I wanted to capture everyone that's in here, okay? So while we're doing that, let me just say hello to Ray Kaiser. How you doing? Right, and once we give the silver away, like I said, if you want to stay for a little bit longer so that we can chit chat, that's fine, right? Because it almost feels like I've been in a hurry the entire time that we've been live today, And it's because I know that you all have to go to work tomorrow, or a lot of you probably have to go to work tomorrow. So I don't want to just be keeping you up. Amen, Sapphire. Nice to see you here today. Three plus three plus three. Hey, at least that adds up, okay? At least you didn't put 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 10. Amen. All right, where are we at? Let me see. Let me see how many entries we got so far. We're at 168 entries so far, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give it about another 10 seconds. I really want everyone that wants to enter, right? Let me see. Little Figlet Farmer. Merry Christmas to you as well. I am so far behind on the chats. What time is it? Oh, not that bad. Not that bad. Okay, we're almost there. I'm going to work my way down, and then we'll be there. You know, as unorganized as this is, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have been with me for a while, for several years, you know that this is how it's been every year. It doesn't matter how organized I try to make it, it's always unorganized. But as unorganized as it is, I think it's a lot of fun. So I do appreciate you all being here. Let's see. Let's bring it on down then. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and do this. We've got a little over 200. Let's go ahead and do this here. Let's pick it up. We've got 211, and it's only going to be one drawing. Now, remember, whoever wins, send me your information ASAP. I need your name, and I need you. You know what? I can also use your phone number if you want to add that. Because the last time that I went to mail the 4 ounces of silver that somebody won last time, they asked me for the phone number because it was more than $100. That way they can actually get it to you. And if they can't, they can call you. But that's up to you. If you don't do it, you don't do it. The best that I can do when I ship these is I pay for them to ship. I get a tracking number. I take a picture of it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the best that I can do. All right. So, if you want to provide me your phone number, that's fine. I don't use it for anything except to ship you your stuff. But we've got 220 entries, and this is it right here. Boom. Who is the winner? This is it. Who is it going to be? Look at, oh my goodness. Jonairia, you just had a baby, and now you're getting silver. Just like one of the gifts to Jesus was silver, right? Congratulations. Oh my goodness. Isn't that ironic? Congratulations to you. Not only congratulations because you had a baby, just had a baby boy, but congratulations on the silver. Man, that is so awesome. I'm very, very happy for you. Very happy for you. So, Yonaida, I hope that you were paying attention. Go ahead and send me your information to that email address down below. And hopefully tomorrow, when I go to ship out last week's winner's silver, I'll ship yours out as well at the same time. Isn't that something? That is perfect. Outstanding. And one of the things that I do, now I can't do it for everyone in the community because I wouldn't be able to afford it. But on a personal basis, like if I know someone, like if I have a friend that has a baby or something like that, I always get them a 1 ounce American Silver Eagle. So like not too long ago, I have a couple of friends, husband and wife, they had a baby boy. All right. His name is Chino. All right. And I actually gave him his first ride home from the hospital. All right. So I gave him all the ride home from the hospital, and it was his first ride home from the hospital. But I gave them a American 1 ounce Silver Eagle. That's usually what I do. Whenever I have a friend that has a baby or even if it's grandson or granddaughter, I give them an American Silver Eagle. So I was thinking, I was like, man, it'd be nice if I can send you a silver coin for your baby's birth. But then you went ahead and won 5 of them. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's take a few minutes if you want. Okay, if you want, let's take a couple of minutes. If you want to do a little chit chat, and I'll give it like a couple of minutes. If you want to share anything with the community, put it all in caps. Or if you have any questions, put it all in caps. All right. Other than that, you can see my ugly mug tomorrow during tomorrow's video. And the truth is I really do appreciate those of you that show up to watch my videos because you know, I appreciate it a lot. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Yeah, very important message. Very important message right here from the Redneck Prepper. Yes, thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. There you go. Hey, who knows, Ace? Ace says that 5 ounces of silver is a great start to the college fund for the baby. And who knows, by the time that the baby turns 18, you might only need 1 ounce of silver to go to college. Oh, you never know. I'm sure we've all seen the same videos where some people are like, oh, 1 ounce of silver is going to buy you a house. But, you know, I believe that silver, along with gold, I believe that it's going to go up in value. And I don't mean nominally, I mean in what it can buy you. So I think that it will, because it's been so manipulated for so long, that it will go up in value compared to when you bought it. So for example, if 1 ounce of silver, if you bought an ounce of silver 5 years ago at 17 bucks an ounce, right? Today, it can buy you the equivalent of, let's say, $50 worth of goods. But what you need in order to buy the same amount of stuff that $17 bought you 5 years ago is probably about $40. So it's gone up, it's kept its purchasing power, but it's also gone up a little bit in value. But I think that silver will eventually, when the manipulation is over, because they have no more silver to manipulate or not enough, I think that the value will go up considerably. All right. So I've never considered silver or gold as a good vehicle to get wealthy on. Right. I think it's just mainly a good use in order to protect your purchasing power and not allow the government to steal it from you via inflation. But in the time and place that we're in right now, with so much corruption and manipulation throughout all of the governments and central banks, etc., the value of silver, not only the nominal value, but the actual value of silver has been suppressed for probably at least 100 years now. So I do believe that when it's cut loose, that you're going to gain value in addition to preserving your purchasing power. And ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, I think right now silver is like 58 bucks or 59, something like that. Believe it or not, that's not even the beginning. Silver at $59 is not even the beginning of this next bull market. You know, once silver hits, like, I think I got it pegged at like I think it was like $92 or $98, something like that. I know that in the short term, I got it pegged at like 62, 65 bucks. But in the midterm, I got it pegged at like $92 or $98. Once it hits 92, 98 bucks, something like that per ounce, believe it or not, that's going to be the beginning. That's when the bull market is really going to start. So it's not too late to go buy yourselves a couple ounces here or a couple ounces there, or even if you have to break it down to buying yourself a silver quarter here or there, it's not too late, in my opinion, of course. All right. Yes, congratulations to all of the winners. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Yeah, absolutely. AI takes a lot of silver. And that's what some people don't understand, is that the world that we live in needs silver. We need silver. It's not, you know, should we get it? We as a civilization, not even just as a country, we as a civilization, we need silver. And unless something happens, unless some kind of alien technology, you know, comes to be that we didn't know about, or some kind of a crazy invention comes about, of something that can do the same thing that silver can do, is the only element that can do what it can do for the technology that we need it for. All right, unless something comes about, you know, it's only going to get more and more scarce. And by the time that we have to get to a point where we have to recycle silver from landfills, by that time, ladies and gentlemen, silver will have already been probably in the hundreds of dollars per ounce. Because imagine how expensive and and how much energy it takes to be able to recycle silver from landfills. Right? It can be done, but at what price? And that's kind of my point. Entonces, papi, bendiciones. Papi and JR send their love. Bendiciones, papi. Feliz Navidad. Let's see which video. It's the Monday videos. All right, the Monday video. If you click on the Monday video and you see the sponsor of that video, which is always Alpha Omega Gold, because they're the ones that give me the silver to give away. You'll see it on a pinned comment. That's the video. All right, just follow the very simple instructions on those videos. I never make it difficult, ladies and gentlemen. I never make it hard for you to claim your prize, because if you win something, I want you to have it right away. I want you to get it as soon as possible. I don't want to hold on to it. Good night, Patricia. Good night to you as well. Thank you very much for coming along today. All right, Merry Christmas. Copper Cat. Hi, thank you, Copper Cat. Thank you very much. Let me see. You know, Mary Max, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on this, and it's what I've always said. If you're going to, now this is not financial advice. I really do have to say that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I know it sounds, but I have to say it. If you're going to get into stacking, buying silver or gold in the physical form, which is the only way that I recommend that you do it, unless for some reason you're stuck in some kind of retirement fund and they don't want to allow you to purchase gold and silver with it, and then you want to transfer it to somewhere else where you can have gold and silver. Unless you're stuck in something like that, if you're going to buy physical gold and silver, I've always said for years, start with a local coin shop that you can trust. Find a local coin shop in your area that you can go to, maybe buy a little bit of junk silver, buy a couple of ounces of regular silver bullion like this, all right, silver rounds, or American Silver Eagles, or Canadian Maple Leafs, whatever. Buy a couple of ounces here or there, and make sure that you can trust the people. And that's why I recommend that you start slow. Buy a little bit here and a little bit there. See how they treat you. Ask them, when you go buy an ounce of silver, ask them, hey, can you test that for me so I can see how you test it? If they tell you that they can't test it, then you shouldn't be doing business with them. Even to this day, after doing business with Jerry and Dick over at Alaska Rare Coins for years now, even now, if I went in there and I said, hey, can I buy an ounce of silver? And they say, yeah, I'll pay them. I'm like, hey, can you test this for me in your machine? They would not hesitate. They would test it right there in front of me and show me that it's real, right? So my point is find somewhere that you can trust, that you can build a relationship with them, where you can trust them and they're going to take care of you. And then once you've done that, then you can start stacking up as much as you feel you need to have. Okay. If there is no reputable coin shop near you, or a coin shop that you cannot trust, then there's a whole bunch of different bullion dealers online. You got SD. You have my sponsor, Alpha Omega Gold. They don't just do IRAs. They also do physical. You can call them and buy physical from them, or you can just get online. And there's I think it's JM Bullion, SD Bullion. There's a whole bunch of online dealers that are pretty reputable. Just do a little bit of homework and ask around, and you'll find someone. All right, but yeah, that's how I would do it. I would always start with a local coin shop first, because if you ever need to sell that back for fiat currency so that you can go buy something because you need it and you need the actual currency instead of the real money, then it's easier for you to do it if you have someone local that you can trust. Right, so that's the best answer that I can give on that one. Let's see. Oh, Rosehammer, you sent me the email? Outstanding. Thank you. First thing in the morning when I wake up, that's where I'll go, is that email, and make sure that I get your guys' information, send it to OUPES or just send it to Brent. Oh my goodness, Slample, you were late. You missed a heck of a party. Well, if you were in church, then you didn't miss a heck of a party. You were at the real party. But Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas. You bought 10 ounces of silver last year, $240. Now it's $621. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? Is it okay to say I told you so, ladies and gentlemen? I think back to all of the hassle that I've received over the years. People telling me about, yeah, precious metals this, you can't eat it. You can't eat it, but you sure as heck can go cash it in and get some fiat currency so that you can go buy food with it. You can do that with it, right? You know, and to me, it's not even that. It's just, you know, there comes a time in your life where you get fed up with paying taxes, and inflation is a tax. Inflation is one of those taxes that almost no one knows about. They know that prices go up, but they really don't know why prices go up. But people are waking up. Let's see. Oh man, I'm really sorry. How far behind am I? Chiltron Munitions, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Ah, look at that. Thank you very much for the super chat, and thank you for doing that. That's awesome. Hey, life is beautiful. New life is beautiful. Let's see. Mary, how are you? You did tell us like 3 years ago that silver was going up. Now look at it. See, I'm glad I started buying it back when you said good for you. So I have a few troy ounces put away ahead. That's awesome. That's great. And some people ask me like, hey, AP, when do I sell silver? At what price do I sell silver? I'm like, you'll know if you ever need to sell your silver or gold, if you ever need to exchange it for currency, you'll know. And the price won't matter, because whatever the price is, you're going to be able to get then what you can get for it now, except you'll be able to get a little more then than what you can get for it now. You know what I mean? So I never sit in my head and say, oh, wait a minute, when silver gets up to $130 an ounce, then I'm going to cash it. No. If I ever need to cash it in, I'll know that I need to cash it in. And that's what it's for. It's just a vehicle that preserves your wealth until you need to use that wealth without it being taken advantage of by the forces of inflation. Let's see. Chicken shoes. Merry Christmas, Rudy. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. You as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. That means a lot. I really mean that. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I did hear about that earthquake. It was a big one. Wasn't it like a 9 point something? No, it was a 7 point something, I think. Something like that. No, that earthquake was nowhere near where I live. That earthquake was like in the bottom part of Alaska. The very bottom part of Alaska. I think it was right there on the border with Canada. So yeah, it was not even close. We didn't even feel it. Actually, the last couple of earthquakes that we've had that have been pretty big here in Alaska, I didn't even know we had an earthquake until someone mentioned it, until one of you all mentioned it to me. And I'm like, oh, we did have an earthquake, huh? Rudy, do you think the BRICS having their unit currency will push the U.S. to back the dollar with gold? Well, I don't think that's what's going to push the U.S. to back the dollar with gold. I think what's going to push the U.S. to back the dollar with gold is nature and mathematics, right? Nature, mathematics, Fibonacci, all right? Because you can manipulate nature all you want, but eventually nature will stop the manipulation. And mathematics is all part of it. You know, there's no fiat currency in the history of mankind that's ever survived. And look at this fiat currency. Look at the Federal Reserve note. I mean, it's the cleanest shirt in a dirty hamper. That's all it is. All right. And look at how much it's been devalued over the last 112 years. It's almost been devalued, all of it. It's like 99% or more than 99% devaluation. What was it? In 1913, I think 1 penny used to buy you like 3 Hershey's bars. 1 penny used to buy you like 3 Hershey's bars, if I'm correct, back in 2013. I mean, 2013, 1913. What can 1 penny buy you now? Oh, it can't even buy you 1 penny because they had to stop making the penny because it costs more than a penny to make a penny. I mean, is that crazy or what? That right there is a good sign that the financial system by which the United States runs, along with the rest of the world, really, is coming to an end, right? And one of the preps that you should have nowadays is get prepared to preserve whatever excess wealth you may have. Okay, coming up. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I should have said this a long time ago, but I apologize about the ads, okay? It's just a necessary evil as far as doing a live stream. You know, it just helps the algorithm, okay? But I do appreciate the ads also because it really helps me out, right? That to me, that is a source of income. And it's why I never ask anyone for anything. I never ask for any monetary support or anything like that from anyone because that's not, I don't want that. I want to earn it. You know, I want to earn it. And if you all want to donate 30 seconds of your time when you're watching one of my videos, let an ad go through 30 seconds. That is doing that, giving it a like and leaving a comment. That is the best possible way that you can support, you know, what I do, if you want to. And the thing is, it's only if you want to. You don't have to. Let's see. Passionate Herbs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I had to sell my silver last year, but if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had any. So, and that's what it's for. Good for you. Good for you. Well, I hope that everything's okay, Passionate Herbs. And I hope that you get to that you can start stacking it up again. Remember, slow and steady does win the race. Hey, now that's awesome. I buy my silver from a clock repair shop. That's unique. I don't think they do. I rarely go to Costco anymore. I maybe go to Costco once a month, maybe now. And when I go there, I pretty much just go to buy meat and butter and eggs. Meat, butter, eggs, bacon. You know, and every once in a while, if I need a pack of garbage bags or whatever, something like that. But I don't spend as much time in Costco as I used to in the past. Hey, a beautiful day. Hello, and thank you very much. I had all my food preps freeze dried, cans, dehydrated, put in a storage shed against my wishes for 3 years, not climate control in Europe. Yes, they're still good. Uh, Look, this is the one thing that a lot of a lot of people don't really realize about freeze dried food. If it's freeze dried food, dehydrated food, maybe not the best, or canned foods. Freeze dried foods are extremely resilient, very resilient. Whenever I tell you all, put away your food, whatever kind of food you have, freeze dried, dehydrated, regular canned food, put it in a temperature controlled room where the temperature does not exceed above 70 degrees and it does not go below like 45 or 40 degrees with temperature fluctuations that are very slow instead of fast. Meaning that if I'm telling you don't let it go below 40 degrees and don't let it go above 70, it doesn't mean that it can go from 40 to 70 in 1 minute, right? That's not good. If it's a slow rise or a slow fall, that's the best thing. But freeze-dried foods are very resilient. They'll last a very long time in harsh conditions. Now, canned foods, those, they'll also last a long time in harsh conditions, but for safety reasons, they would, as long as they still have their seal, right? As long as they're not bloated, as long as when you open them, they're not a color they're not supposed to be, or they don't stink. But the texture and the efficacy of the vitamins and minerals in it will degrade, right? But freeze-dried foods, they really are very resilient to pretty much anything, as long as the container is sealed. So I do believe that those foods are still good, depending on the temperatures you're talking about, right? Because I don't know what kind of temperatures you're talking about. Okay, bringing it down. What do we got here? All right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start calling it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Okay, this is a great question. Rudy, how do you factor how much a reasonable markup on spot is? Well, your premium is just a factor of supply and demand. All right, so your premium is going to be a factor of supply and demand. And what I would say is if shop around, right? Because it is supply and demand. So, I mean, if you all remember back in, I think it was like 2019, 2018, something like that. I think silver was selling for like, man, I don't remember the exact year, but I remember silver was selling for like 14 bucks an ounce. I think it maybe 2018 or something like that. But it was spot price of like $14 an ounce, but you couldn't buy it anywhere for under $20 an ounce. See, because there was a lot of demand on silver at that time. So premium is all supply and demand. So what I would say is shop around. If you call 3 different places and they're all like, yeah, the premium on it is $5, it means that demand is a little bit high. But if they're all about the same, if you call 3 different shops and one of them is, yeah, $5 premium, yeah, $4.50 premium, yeah, $5.25 premium, it's all about the same price. That's just supply and demand. But you want to shop around. If you call a place and they're like, yeah, the premium on this is $3.50, but then you call another place and they're like, yeah, the premium on it is $6. Well, who are you going to go with, right? You're going to go with the one that's going to give you the best deal on the item that you want to get. And that's all that premium is. Oh, this is really funny. Okay, Tazzy. Tazzy Junkie says, it's been so much fun not winning tonight. Well, thank you for being here. Okay. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas. And again, thank you very much to Brent and his lovely wife. Thank you to Alpha Omega Gold for sending me some silver to give away. Thank you to OUPES for giving me a few of those emergency boxes to give away as well. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and close it out at that. I know that you all have to get going to work. Let's say thank you very much to Dale Cobb for being a member forever. Look at this. Now, Dale is an OG, 47 months. My goodness, that's awesome, man. Thank you, Dale. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close it out, okay, because I do know that it's getting a little bit late for some of you out there. And in all honesty, my butt is starting to hurt on this chair. I got to get me a new chair. I've got like a metal chair that I'm sitting on right now. All right. So good night to every one of you. All right. Again, I'll say it again and again and again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless every one of you. God bless America. Hey, Merry Christmas to every one of you. All right. I love you all. I'm Alaska Prepper. And just a second, this is the pause. I am out. God bless you.